Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Unconventional Attorney Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Small, and I am the Unconventional Attorney. What is up, everybody? Hope you're having a great day, great week, a great month, a great everything. Today, I want to talk to you about something that I see over and over and over again. I've been victim of it myself, and it's something that is going to chase you around forever until you sort of nip it in the bud, deal with it, get over it, and stop doing it. And before I get into that, though, I want to always remind you that if you are not subscribed to the world's greatest newsletter, what are you doing? Go subscribe. Okay, every week I share with you the things that I'm working on, the things that I'm thinking about, which is probably the most important element of that whole newsletter. The things that I'm learning from other people, strategies and tactics that are working for me, conversations that I've had with other people, things that I've learned, things that I've taught, basically the best things that have happened in my week, I share in this newsletter every Sunday night. I also share a couple of little nuggets from my weekly boardroom meeting inside the sanctuary. If you are not a sanctuary member, then you're missing out there too, but that's fine. The newsletter is free, so you got nothing to lose. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. I think that you probably will like it. I'm not selling you anything. I'm giving you opportunities from time to time, but all you're going to really get from me is that weekly newsletter with a bunch of cool information in it. Okay. The other thing I'm going to give you in there is two or three things to do every week, sort of help you get the ball moving forward. If you're interested, please go to theunconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. That is theunconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. Okay. Today, I want to talk to you about something, like I said, I see it all the time. I've been a victim of it myself, and it's pervasive in our industry. It's pervasive in every industry. And that is sort of chasing and believing in or searching for or hoping for that easy score, the easy button, the thing that you're going to do that's just going to get clients to come in, chase you down and track you down and beg you to sign up with them. This comes from and I'm going to pull it up. Actually, this comes from a Facebook post that was in the Unconventional Attorney Facebook group, and it's something that I see all the time, and it's something that, again, I want to just prevent all of you from falling victim to without having to actually go and try to do it before you see that it doesn't work. What this person did, to summarize while I'm looking for the actual post, is bought one of those lead generation services, right? Whatever those are, fill in the blanks with what those might be. That is what it is, right? They spent $1,000 at least. They got no leads. They couldn't cancel. They were frustrated. They had a tough time, and now they're coming to sort of vent, I guess, in the group, which is fine. I encourage that. I encourage all of you to come to the group and share, because it allows everyone to sort of understand where you're coming from, give you support, and also allows me to give me an idea of what's not working for you, what is working for you, so that I can talk about things like this. So she said, Sonia says, anyone try Unbundled Attorney? It is horrible. All the leads were bad. I was sent leads not in my jurisdiction or leads for services I don't offer. It took me 2.5 months to cancel because they kept changing how you are supposed to cancel. Only when I disputed it with my credit card company did they agree to stop billing me. When I contested the credit card charges for the last 2 months, they disputed the charge back, and I received a nasty phone call from them. I paid over $1,000 and not one lead was viable. Okay? And then somebody down below says, same experience, had to cancel card, not one good lead. There's some other comments down here. Anyway. So I wanted to take an opportunity to talk about this, because if you're anything like me, right? I talk about this. I coach law firm owners. I teach you guys what I know, but I'm also a law firm owner. So I know what life is like in the trenches. I know about these calls you're getting every single day, emails you're getting every single day. from these lead generation services promising you the world, promising you these great leads, promising you these results, and not delivering, basically ever. I'm going to tell you about my personal experience with this. I haven't used these services in a long time, in years. My first venture into these services, though, was with I think it was called Yodel. I think they still exist, but they promised me some leads. They were going to run some Google ads and do some things like this. I signed up with them, and I paid them a lot of money, and particularly at that time in the sort of the lifespan of my firm, it was a lot of money. And what they ended up doing was like mirroring my website, mirroring my Google Places page, jacking all up my SEO, jacking up my Google Maps listings, basically jacking up everything, giving me no good leads, and then making me clean up this huge mess after they were done. I think one time, I know I advertised with Yelp one time, for example, and that was terrible. They don't have good algorithms with their ads or with anything else, so they couldn't give me placement in estate planning. Actually was for criminal defense. They couldn't give me criminal defense listings. I think I've done a couple of other ones, and they never pan out. And so these promises that they're making never pan out. And as I was thinking about this even tonight, I understand the need to consistently bring in new business and to do this. But if these lead generation services are as good as advertised, they should not be having really any turnover at all. Okay, right? If they're providing good leads to people, the only downside would be if somebody wasn't signing people up. But if people are getting good leads, they should be sticking around for a long time, particularly if they're profitable, if they're making money. But I'm just not seeing this. And I think one of the reasons that you're not seeing this is because what they are promising to do is to turn you into a commodity. They're going to put you on a listing with a bunch of other attorneys. You're not going to have any opportunity to differentiate yourself other than explain what your firm does, which is nothing. You can't do that. Because there's no way for you or me or anyone to really explain how you are different from someone else without sounding like everyone else. I'm experienced, I'm aggressive, I really care about my clients, I only do flat fees even. Like there are all these things that are just going to sound like everyone else on paper. And you can't set yourself apart from everyone else on paper with the way that they set these things up. And so what ends up happening is you get a bunch of people that go to these sites, and what are they looking for? They're looking for a commodity attorney, someone to do a job. They're looking for the lowest price. They are looking for someone that they can kick around, right? They are looking for a deal. They're looking for whatever, right? What they're basically doing is being bad potential clients. They're going to be bad clients, and if you get them in your sphere, you're going to not have a good time. And the reason we chase all of these things is because it seems easy, because we cannot say no to the tantalizing promise. It's just like my estate planning firm. Once a month or so, I'll get an email or a call from someone, and they say, hey, I want you to check this thing out. Somebody in Europe, somebody in England died, and they want to give you part of the inheritance. You're in the will. Congratulations. All they need is $3,500 to send over to do the processing, and then they're going to send you 10 grand or 20 grand or 30 grand. People want to know if it's a scam. It's always a scam. It's never not a scam because it sounds too good to be true, right? And it's sort of the same way here. People are making promises to you that seem unreasonable or that seem too good to be true, then they are. Here's what you should be hearing from someone that is trying to sell you their services or just demonstrate what they have to offer. It's going to take at least 90 days to get everything dialed in. So you have to be ready to commit to 90 days without seeing a lot of traction, right? At least 90 days. I can't make you any guarantees. I can only tell you what I can do for you. This is how we're going to make you look different and allow you to express your own voice and your own style and your own substance and your own philosophies and everything. That's what people should be telling you. That's what they're going to do. For example, with Unconventional Attorney Media, which I just started, I am simply helping people distribute content and produce Google or Facebook ads just like I am doing. And I make those same promises. I say, look, you may get some business right away. People do get business right away, but I'm not promising you that. But what I'm promising you is if you create content consistently over time and distribute it out to all the channels that I've told you, which is YouTube, got behind the ball here, YouTube, LinkedIn, create a podcast on your website, Facebook, obviously, then over time, you're going to start to get clients, and you're going to start to get a lot of clients, and they're going to love you because they see your videos. They know who you are. They've heard about you. They've seen your face and heard your voice and seen the inflection. Like if you're watching me on YouTube right now, even if you're listening to this on a podcast, I hope that you can hear with the intensity in my voice and just with the tone of my voice that I'm being honest with you. I have nothing to hide. And I show up every year, every Monday, every Thursday, doing the same thing forever. You see all these things, you hear all these things. I wouldn't be able to keep the story straight forever if I wasn't telling the truth. And that's what you get to do too when you create content. Right? That's what I promise people. I only have a few clients, but I'm making all these same promises to them because I know I can deliver on that. And I know over time I can deliver them a tremendous amount of business. And I'm planning on doing that. But, they have to come in with their eyes wide open and know what's going on. I'm not promising them any like random leads. I'm not promising them anything crazy, because it doesn't work like that. That's not how it works. Okay. One of the other things I talked about in my response to, what was her name? To Sonia, I talked about creating. So this is what I told her that she should do. Ditch all these people and commit to doing these two things, basically. Thing number one, create content consistently over time. Put it up on Facebook, distribute it out to all these places, create as much content as you can. I'm creating content between 3 and 5 times a week, depending on if I just am being lazy or not, to be honest with you. Every time it goes out to all those places that I already listed. So I'm generating tremendous amounts of content. I'm creating a tremendous footprint for my law firm, and my calendar bookings and my bank account are showing that. But I've been doing it for a long time. I've been doing it for I've been doing this specific strategy since probably like February, March is when I really dove in hard. And now it's only September, right? And things are going really, really well, and they're only looking up, and they're only looking like they're going to get better and better. So I would encourage you to try to do that. The other thing that I would do, I would commit to doing that, by the way. Don't go for a week and stop. You can't go for a week and stop. You have to be creating content all the time. Think of it as building a brand and direct response advertising or marketing all at the same time. Okay? Create your brand over time, showing up consistently every day. The second thing I would do is I would take that $1,000 and I'd pour it into some Google ads. Okay? Google ads work. I would take a minute and I would learn how to create Google ads on your own. It's not rocket science for what we're trying to do. It's not complicated at all. It's going to take you a couple of different ads, and you have to figure out how to set the keywords up, and then you go. It's very, very simple. Everybody that's in the sanctuary, I've created a course that shows them how to do it. The people that do it, they see results. Now, you're probably saying to yourself, well, I don't want to do Google ads because it's so expensive. There's a reason why Google ads is expensive, because it gives you good quality potential clients, and you can make money off of it. People would not be paying $50 for a lead, for example, if it wasn't going to be profitable for them on the back end. If it takes you $500 to sign up one client, but you're charging them $5,000, that's a good deal. That's marketing cost, 10% marketing cost to get that new client. That's a good deal. So take some of that money, learn how to do Google ads, and start running a couple ads out there. You'll get those urgent buyers with the Google ads, and you'll get those non-urgent, or you get the long tail searches with your content that you're creating. Okay? At the end of the day, though, what you need to remember every day that you come into this world, every day that you wake up, every day that another marketer reaches out to you, if the promise sounds too good to be true, it is. It's not that it probably is. It definitely is too good to be true. I get a call every 2 weeks from a different Avo rep. Why? If it's working so good, how come they don't have those limited spots full? I don't know, but it's not a good sign. Not a good sign. Okay? That's it. I think that's it. Just commit to doing the work for your firm. Commit to doing the work. Commit to building your business. Commit to creating something that's going to generate business whether you are there or not. And then just do that over and over and over and over again forever. When you get the content creation game down, you're doing it flawlessly, and you have a system put together where it's it's outputted, it's distributed without a lot of your own time, then you can add on another marketing method. I would suggest direct mail or networking. I would not suggest paying one of these terrible lead gen services, though, under any circumstances. I just don't believe that they work. And I've tested it. I've tried it. I've heard from hundreds of you. I've never heard one person tell me that it works. I literally haven't heard one success story from a lead generation service. I've heard that people have gotten clients from them. Don't get me wrong. But I'm talking about sustained profitability from those sources. I have not heard of it. So if you have, let me know. I'd be happy to tell your story, because this is my story. Okay, that's it. Before we go, a reminder, if you're not getting the world's greatest newsletter, go get it. theunconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. It's free. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. If you think I'm sending you too many emails, which is one email a week, unsubscribe. If you don't like success, unsubscribe. If you don't want me to talk to you real talk, like I'm talking right now, if you don't want me to give you the inside scoop, if you don't want me to help you build a stronger you, a stronger mind, stronger discipline, better strategy, help you do the things that you know you should be doing but you're not, get the newsletter. theunconventionalattorney.com/newsletter. All right? That's it. That's it for today. Thank you so much for your time. I can't wait to talk to you again next time. I'm Christopher Small. I am the Unconventional Attorney. See ya.